It's here, update 27.1 is live on PC, it is live on Xbox One, apparently it's also live on PlayStation 4, but I couldn't get mine to actually update in the background, and Switch is coming very soon. Of course, the big focus point about this is changes to the Kuva Lich system. Meaning that no more deaths by the Coover Liches. Now when you try and take them out and you haven't quite got your Requiem sorted, they will no longer kill you. To me, that's one of the big ones, because having to wait through that whole process of respawning is just annoying more than anything else. Now, upon failing, the Coover Lich will just laugh at you and leave. To be fair, the death system was there as a bad side effect of failing to complete it, so that is the whole point of it being there. It made sense for it to be there, it did what they said they wanted, but obviously after doing so many Kuva Liches, it just gets annoying. So no more they will kill you if you get your Requiem wrong. They will just laugh and leave. One of the other big changes comes right here with the Coover Lichling. Once I can actually fight my way to the Coover Lichling, because now, I knew you were going to do that. They will show you... where did it respawn my Coover Lichling? There he is. Can't plan this. What weapon they will actually bring once you convert them into a Kuva Lich. And you can, of course, decide, I don't want that. That's like my 5th or 6th one, so I don't actually want that. Moving on, we will just leave you right there. The whole plan about this is you don't have to actually convert it. You can just leave. Go into another mission, find another one and go, let's see what you have, even though you spawned much further away than I was expecting you to. What do you have? And you have the Kraken. Well, that's a Kraken gun, isn't it? And they really do just get further and further away, don't they? And number 3. This one... Oh, look. Another Kraken. I'm not even going to make a bad joke about how cracking that is. The short answer to this... there's 3 new weapons. The Kuva Nucor, which... The Nucor was a very fun gun to use, and, well... Hopefully this is going to be better. Not an increase to crit chance, but an increase to status. As for the damage, remember Kuva weapons do have the bonuses that they can gain depending on the frame you actually take in. There's Ember, so I would end up with a fire bonus on these. There is the Kuva Hind, which actually does have a nice amount of crit and status to them. Most Kuva based weapons do. And the new one. The new Kuva weapon that doesn't have its normal alternative, shall I say. Even though, from everything I can say on this, it's a lens. This could be a new kind of lens. It has a nice amount of crit to it, actually a really nice amount of crit to it. Does a nice bit of damage. Has a nice radius to that explosion as well. Ooh, reloads fairly quickly. Nice amount of status. Yeah. This is why I'm not picking up anything to try and get those. I've had one of the ephemeras, but yeah, because I want this so badly. This is what I'm going to be looking for myself. Out of the 3 new weapons, that I want first, but I will take any of them that come in. That I'm hoping is going to be the most fun, and this, well... It better not be a letdown is all I can say about the Kuva Hind. Of course, any Kuva Lich that you have converted, I just converted this one, so I will use this one as an example. If they come to fight alongside you, they will now be around for longer. They will apparently also do more damage. And use their abilities, which they didn't do before. So converted Kuva Liches that come in to fight alongside you is going to be a much better system. What I would love to see is them spawning in more. Especially when you have a lot of Kuva Liches. I know people who have 3 or 4 times as many as that. They have also made a change to the weapon infusion system. It still works on the basis of if I go in here, go to actions, go to this, it will take this weapon and ruin it straight away, because obviously that's a 5-format one, but you will notice that it is actually taking the elemental combo and increasing it. That, the one I have, is not a 53.1% radiation Tonko. This 35.8% cold damage Tonko, if I try to infuse that into this one, which, let's be honest, nobody in their right mind would ever do because it already has 5-former in it, you would just get one that already has radiation on it. You can see it has a radiation of 48.3%. Infusing the two together will increase it, but only if they are the same elemental type. If they are different elemental types, obviously it will bring the elemental type over from the one you are trying to infuse into it, kind of like it did before. And they have also kind of made this so the more duplicates you get of a weapon, the higher the progression is towards that perfect Kuva weapon, which is a 60% bonus damage. And since we're in the forums, because it makes it a little bit easier than trying to hunt it out, there is a new Schwarzin come out of there. This I kind of will show, assuming that it actually appears. It's a new guitar. There is also the Ivora's deluxe skin. You can buy the collection that will come obviously with the Sandana that doesn't look too bad. The skin for the Ballistica, which again doesn't look that bad as you get a very close-up look of it there, or the actual skin that you can buy by itself that comes with the Artemis bow here. Obviously that's just the skin for the Artemis bow and the skin for Ivora. The more I see this, the more I kind of like this. Okay, yep, that looks nice. I mean, that's the standard colours that skin is supposed to come in. That also looks really nice. That just doesn't really look like Ivora. There is also 4 new augments. One for the Bayfire augment of Hildren. I will just put the image on the screen so you can see what they do, but restoring 250 shields to Hildren could be useful. Garuda for bloodletting, which Garuda's equipped weapon is reloaded up to 100%. Also could be really good depending on what weapon you're using. If you're using one of the Kuva weapons that has a big magazine, oh, really useful. The Endless Lullaby augment for Baruch, which performing a finisher on a sleeping enemy will re-trigger lull for 100% of the remaining duration and 50% lull duration for the passive. And then Reactive Storm for Serene Storm ability of Baruch again. You would almost think that added more frames than these 3. These 3 were last year's frames. Not, well, yeah, before really, wouldn't it? Wow, has it been that long? Well, technically Hildren was still last year. I think Baruch was as well. I can't remember that one. But Desert Wind is granted a 35% status chance and a chance its damage type will match the enemy's weakness. Could also be really useful, but honestly, Garuda's, with the fact it can fully reload a weapon, if you're using one of those high capacity weapons, that could be really useful. There is also a bunch of other, let's call them fixes. There. One of the big ones, of course, is the fact that the Omni tool should, for repairing railjacks, now appear in your gear, which means that you can change where it is positioned in your gear wheel. This is so you can now have it as one of the shortcuts for hotkeys for your gear. Of course, if you don't have it, you don't add it to the end of your wheel here, you will automatically be given it the same as you were before at the end of your list. As always, you don't have to put it in here, but obviously if you want to hotkey it, you can always take out one of these 12, put it in here, and just have hotkey for it, which honestly I really need to go through, set these back up, because I don't need that in a hotkey. Or that. Or that. Or that, for that matter. That doesn't need a hotkey. And those two, that's already on a kind of a hotkey at the minute, but not really. It's just a quick... How am I getting that to work if I have no key bindings of it, set up? I'm just now realizing that I may have discovered a bug in the game that I'm now going to move on from so they don't fix it, otherwise I won't be able to get my scanner out at the touch of a button. Anyway, we'll leave this off here for now while I go back in and try and get my hands on that new bow. To be fair, I'll probably take any of the new weapons I get, but I would much prefer... I think I will probably skip them the first few times round, because I really want that bow. Obviously, the changes making it much easier to be able to get any Kuva weapon, or the particular Kuva weapon you are looking for. But that's about it, so we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.